Want traffic and customers who are actually searching for what you sell? Reddit is your move, and most marketers have no idea how to use it properly. You probably haven't thought of Reddit as a marketing channel. Fair enough. It used to be a no-go zone for brands, but now it's gold for reaching people actively looking for your solution. In this video, I'm showing you exactly how to master organic marketing on Reddit. We'll cover how Reddit actually works, how to find the right subreddits, what kind of content won't get you banned, and how to use it for traffic, SEO, and trust without spamming or sounding like a marketer. And if you want to go deeper, grab HubSpot's free Reddit brand survival guide. It's packed with real examples, Reddit etiquette tips, and strategies that actually work. If you're serious about using Reddit to grow your brand, this is your shortcut. Links in the description for you to download it now. Plus, I've got a 3-month Reddit growth strategy that'll set you up for long-term success on the platform, so stay tuned. All right, now let's talk about how to actually show up on Reddit in a way that doesn't scream, "I'm here to market to you." This is where most marketers blow it. They create a brand account, drop a link, and then wonder why they get roasted or banned. Let's start with the first step, account setup and optimization. Set up a personal account, not a brand one. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but personal accounts almost always perform better because Reddit users trust people, not logos. Give your profile a human face. Add a quick bio that mentions your niche, interest, or credibility. No spammy links, just make it look like you actually use Reddit. Next, start building karma. That's Reddit's internal reputation score. You get it by upvoting, commenting, and posting valuable stuff. Think of it as a proof of participation that tells the community, I'm not just here to self-promote. And no, you don't need thousands of karma to start, just enough to show you're not a ghost. Finally, don't post in ghosts. If you want to be seen as credible, reply to comments, join discussions. Reddit is all about give and take, and if you only take, it shows. In step 2, let's find the right places to actually show up. Reddit isn't one platform, it's thousands of mini communities, so you want to find the ones that match your niche, your audience, or your expertise. Use Reddit's search and filter by communities to uncover niche subreddits. Then, look at how active they are. Check the users online stat, how often people post, and what types of content do well. And don't just stop at 1 or 2. Build a short list. Start with 2 to 3 primary subreddits where you're most active, and then later, you can find a couple secondary ones to test new angles. Keep an eye on the tone and rules of each because they vary a lot. What works in Reddit marketing might completely flop in Reddit entrepreneur, even if they're both full of business-minded people. If you need a bit of help getting started with finding communities, there's a bonus download with the guide I mentioned earlier with 100 recommended communities and suggestions of how to engage. And finally, in step 3, you found your subreddits. Now, what do you actually post? Here's what performs well on Reddit without getting flagged. Comprehensive guides. Think, here's everything I learned launching my business. Thought-provoking questions. Has anyone here tried this strategy? What worked? Behind the scenes insights. Reddit loves transparency, original data, or mini case studies. And finally, encouraging success stories. Only when it's helpful, not just bragging. And here's why this matters. Your content must be tailored to each subreddit. Seriously, don't copy and paste the same post across 5 communities. Redditors will notice and you'll tank your trust. Once you've built a solid presence and you're adding value in the right communities, it's time to make Reddit actually work for your business. Let's talk about how to turn all that engagement into real traffic, better SEO, and long-term visibility. Reddit is secretly an SEO powerhouse. Here's why. Reddit has insane domain authority, which means your Reddit post can rank on Google fast, especially for long-tail keywords that will take you months to rank for with a blog. Example, you write a helpful, keyword-rich post on best open email strategies in a relevant subreddit, and boom, it shows up on Google. Now you got 2 audiences, Reddit users and searchers landing from Google. But we're not just talking rankings, we're talking referral traffic too. Let's say you already have a blog post, video, or lead magnet. You can repurpose that into a Reddit comment or thread that delivers value first and links out naturally. No hard sells, just, hey, if you want to dive deeper, here's a full guide I wrote on it. That kind of soft link placement actually works. We've seen single Reddit threads send over 5,000 visits a month just because they were well crafted and used keywords to rank in Google. Now, if you want to track all this, set up UTM parameters on your links so you can see exactly where Reddit traffic is coming from in your analytics. You can do this by using Google's campaign URL builder. Bonus points if you monitor search rankings on keywords you've posted about, because those little SEO boosts can add up fast. Bottom line, the goal is to create content that hits both Reddit users and Google searchers, serve value, link with purpose, and measure what matters. So by now, you know how to post, build trust, and even drive traffic. But here's the part most marketers totally overlook. Reddit isn't just a traffic source. It's a community building machine if you use it right. Let me show you how to build an audience on Reddit that actually sticks around and talks back. If you want long-term brand visibility and loyal fans, this next move is for you. Create your own subreddit. Now I'm gonna keep it real. This works best if you've already built some kind of following off Reddit or you're active in related subreddits. But once you're ready, it's super simple. Create a community, give it a clear name, customize the sidebar with a short intro, and choose your topics. Don't forget to set up moderation and rules. Then, pin a welcome post right at the top so every new member sees it when they land. To grow it, just add the subreddit link to your Reddit profile and mention it organically when you're replying to relevant posts in bigger communities like Reddit Marketing or Reddit ChatGPT. Now let's talk engagement. You want people to come back? Give them a reason. Here are a few high leverage plays. Host an AMA. It could be as simple as ask me anything, my favorite AI marketing workflows. Run weekly threads like what AI tool saves your week, ask for screenshots, tips, or even run little challenges that make members feel like they're part of something. And this is a game changer. Build a Reddit first community. This means giving your Reddit audience perks they can't get anywhere else. For example, we post shared Google Docs, templates, even unreleased workflows just for active members. No email signups, no landing pages, just value. And the more value you give, the more people step up. You'll start seeing super users, people who drop amazing insights, answer questions, and even help moderate. When that happens, give them shout outs, pin their posts, make them feel like they own the space. Eventually, this becomes a two-way feedback loop. We use our subreddit to test content ideas, get feedback on products, and learn what our audience actually want next. Ahrefs did this brilliantly. They turned Reddit Ahrefs into a thriving community of over 10,000 users who trade tips and give constant product feedback. That's not just engagement, that's market research on demand. All right, so we've talked about building your presence on Reddit, but here's a power move most marketers don't even think about. You don't have to post a single thing to get value out of Reddit. You can just listen and still walk away with some of the best customer insights on the internet. Want to know your audience's pain points, their wish list, their unfiltered opinions about your competitors? It's all there. You just need to know where to look. To do consumer research, start by searching your niche or product category in subreddits where your audience hangs out. Look for patterns in the posts. What are people complaining about? What are they confused by? What are they raving about? You can even run informal research posts yourself. It feels like a conversation, but what you're really getting is raw data. To see what's going on with competitors, type their names into Reddit's search bar. The results? Wildly useful. You'll see what people love, what they hate, what features they wish existed. That gives you an opening to position your product differently, or even reach out with partnership ideas if there's overlap. When it comes to trends, this is where it gets fun. Reddit often picks up trends before they go mainstream. People will casually drop ideas, vent about problems, or ask the same weird question again and again. Those little signals, that's your early warning system. Ask hypothetical questions like, what would make this 10 times easier? If a certain answer keeps coming up, it might be time to turn that idea into content, a feature, or even a new product. And because Reddit skews honest and skeptical, you'll get better input than any polished survey ever could. The best part? All of these insights, pain points, ideas, gaps, trends, can feed everything else you're doing, from your product roadmap to your next campaign to your social content calendar. Reddit isn't just a place to post, it's a place to listen and get smarter than your competitors. Okay, so by now you've got the lay of the land, how Reddit works, how to show up without looking like a tryhard, and how to actually drive traffic and insights. Now, let's level up. This is where we get into advanced Reddit marketing, the stuff most brands never even touch. Reddit ads can work, but only if you treat them like an extension of the community, not an interruption. Don't just blast the same ad you're running on Instagram. Redditors can smell lazy marketing a mile away. Use ads to amplify content that's already performing well organically, or to boost visibility in subreddits where your target audience hangs out. Think of it like this: organic builds trust, ads by reach. Always keep your targeting tight. Base it on actual subreddit engagement, not just broad interest. You'll waste less money and show up where it matters. Yep, Reddit has influencers too. They're just not the glossy, selfie-taking kind. We're talking power users with high karma, deep credibility, and the respect of their communities. You can use tools like subreddit stats to find the top contributors in your niche. Sometimes it's as simple as sending them a DM and saying, hey, I loved your post in Reddit marketing. I'm working on something I think your community would find super valuable. Can I run it by you? If you build a relationship right, they might share your content, collaborate on a thread, or even co-host an AMA. Also, don't overlook the moderators. They're the gatekeepers. If you're running a community-driven initiative, talk to them early. Be honest about what you're trying to do. Respect their rules. It goes a long way. Look, stuff happens. Someone posts a bad review, a thread starts going sideways, or you spot your name in a headline you didn't approve. Here's how you stay ahead of it. Set up alerts. Use tools like Google Alerts and even native Reddit search. Search your brand name, sort by new, see what's being said in real time. If there's something negative, don't ghost it. Jump in only if you can be helpful, transparent, and calm. One of the best moves you can make is solving the issue publicly. That way, future Redditors see your response when they Google you later. And if you really want to flip the narrative, turn that negative post into a learning opportunity. Share your side, fix the problem, and close the loop. That's how you turn critics into advocates. All right, so you've launched your Reddit presence. You're posting, engaging, maybe even testing ads, and now you're wondering, is this actually working? Let's talk about how to measure success on Reddit without going crazy. First, you got your native signals. Karma, also known as Reddit clout, upvotes and downvotes, and awards from other users. These don't pay the bills, but they do tell you if you're earning trust inside the platform. Track how your posts and comments perform across different subreddits. Just head to your profile and scroll. Easy. If you've launched your own subreddit, do a quick weekly check-in. Members count, how many users are online, and engagement on recent posts. You don't need a fancy tool, just eyeball what's working and keep notes in a simple Google Sheet. Now let's get into what actually drives ROI. Use UTM parameters on any links you drop. The Google Analytics campaign URL builder is your best friend here. And compare how Reddit leads convert versus leads from TikTok, emails, or ads. You can set up events to track using Google Analytics. You also want to track brand sentiment over time. You can do this manually by reading threads or use AI tools to summarize tone. That way, you'll know if people are talking about you with love or side-eye. You don't need a fancy tech stack to get this going. Use a free Reddit analytics platform like Later for Reddit or Reddit Metis. Track those UTM links for each campaign or post, and create a Reddit-focused dashboard. You can use Airtable, Looker Studio, whatever you already use, but I recommend Google Sheets. Why? Because with this Gemini integration, you can ask Gemini right in the dashboard to help interpret the data if you want bonus insights. Reddit success isn't instant. It's not about going viral overnight. It's a 3 to 6 month slow burn of showing up consistently, earning trust, and watching those metrics climb. If you want an exact action plan for those next 3 to 6 months, stick around because in just a minute, I'm gonna give you a 3-month Reddit growth strategy to follow. But first, let's quickly run through the do's and don'ts of Reddit marketing. Do follow the 9-1 rule. Don't only show up to promote. Reddit rewards participation. So here's a hack. Give 9 valuable, non-promotional contributions for every 1 self-promotional post. Do lurk before you post. Don't ignore subreddit rules. Every subreddit has its own culture. Spend time reading the room before jumping in. Blindly dropping links or posting off-topic can get you banned. Do share content with context. Don't drop raw links with no explanation. When you post, explain why it's relevant, how it helps, and what you learned. Otherwise, it reads like spam, even if your content is solid. Do speak like a real human. Don't use corporate jargon. Keep it casual, helpful, and honest. Redditors can spot a marketer from a mile away, especially if you sound like a press release. Do stick around after posting. Don't ghost once you get what you want. Engage in the comments, answer questions, be a human being. Reddit users respect people who give back. Do address criticism transparently. Don't get defensive or hide replies. If someone calls out a flaw, own it and offer value back. Reddit loves honesty and hates cover-ups. Do build trust before you promote. Don't drop a promo post out of nowhere. You don't want to make the same mistake one brand made. Not naming any names here, but this company launched a Reddit post with 0 engagement history and got roasted so hard, they rebranded 6 months later. Don't be like them. All right, so how do you actually do this? Here's your 3-month Reddit game plan, broken down step by step so you don't just lurk forever and hope for the best. Your goal for week 1 is to learn the vibe before you even think about posting. Join 10 to 15 subreddits in your niche. Sort by top, Read what's worked in the past year, study the post format, tone, and what gets upvoted. Read the rules. Seriously, every subreddit has them. During weeks 3 to 6, you'll want to establish yourself as a helpful member of the community, not a rando with a link. Comment on posts where you have something useful to add. Post 2 to 3 pieces of non-promotional content that adds value. Build karma by genuinely contributing, and reply to every comment you get, because engagement equals visibility. When you get to weeks 7 to 12, it's time to start positioning yourself as the go-to source without acting like one. Build a mini content calendar for Reddit. Drop high-value content. Think guides, insights, behind the scenes, subtly working your brand voice without promoting anything, and start tracking post engagement and any traffic you get. Now you're growing, right? So around month 4, it's time to scale by turning Reddit into a legit traffic source and trust builder. Start lightly linking to helpful resources, your blog, tools, templates. Branch out to new subreddits that match your wins. Think about launching your own subreddit if you're building a community, and double down on what's working and ditch what's not. If you made it this far, you're definitely serious about marketing organically on Reddit. So make sure to grab HubSpot's free Reddit brand survival guide and a bonus download as well. It'll give you a curated list of subreddits with engagement tips, Reddit culture's do's and don'ts to avoid backlash, and more real tactics to build trust and drive traffic. Simply put, it's your shortcut to doing Reddit right. I've linked it in the description. Reddit might not be the flashiest platform out there, but it's the one where real conversations happen, where real credibility is built, and where smart, smaller brands can win without a huge ad budget. Just remember, build relationships before you need them. Always lead with value, and be real, because Reddit rewards that more than any other platform. If you find this helpful, hit like and drop your favorite subreddit in the comments. And make sure to subscribe to HubSpot Marketing for weekly strategies, tips, and tools to grow your business. My name is Carl, and I'll see you on the next one. And hey, don't forget the 9-1 rule.